Hello and welcome to the BattleFan podcast, episode number 16. I'm Paul and I'm here with Jerry, and it's
wah wah.
Yeah. So we just finished watching week 2. We watched the BattleHawks play the Roughnecks, and we took our first L in BattleHawks history. Doesn't feel great.
It doesn't, man. It's definitely a change of energy from last week.
Yeah, I like the wins much better. The energy after it's just way more fun. I got, shotgun and seltzers. It's just now that we're just sitting here with our heads down.
Why can't we win them all?
That would be my preference, but I guess the refs had other plans apparently.
Yeah.
No, I can't put it on the refs. Houston is a good team.
They're a good team. I feel like I was watching the championship game.
Yeah, I think that's definitely that could definitely happen. I think we're probably the best team in the Eastern Conference. DC is good too. We could see it's probably either us or DC is probably the best teams in the Eastern Conference. In the Western Conference, I think Houston hands down is the best on that side. And actually, they just announced earlier this week that they will have the championship game will be in Houston. So they'll have pretty much, if they make it, they'll have a home game for the championship.
That's not fair.
So I could see it being the BattleHawks versus the Roughnecks, and the BattleHawks are going to want to get that one back because I felt like we were the better team as far as statistically speaking. We had more yards, we had time of possession, so it was just those turnovers and penalties that really killed us. So it was just kind of shooting yourselves in the foot. But I think we could have won that game, so we're going to want it back. So here, prediction: championship game, Houston Roughnecks versus BattleHawks, and BattleHawks win. It's my prediction.
All right. Well, your other predictions you got one prediction right.
Yeah.
From this game.
Yeah, I guess the podcast earlier I said that Jordan Thomas would get his first rushing touchdown, and he did that. So congratulations to Jordan on that one. I also said the score would be 28-26 BattleHawks, but I guess it kind of reversed. The actual score ended up being 28-24 Roughnecks.
That's close.
Yeah, a ballpark. Pretty close. I don't know. Yeah, and I also said Christy Michael would have a better game, and he didn't have a great game, but he definitely did better than his 0 yards last week. So I guess the prediction, you'll do better than 0 yards. I guess I wasn't going on a limb on that one.
Yeah, unless he got sacked.
Yeah.
For 1 yard, for negative yards.
Yeah. But he probably got more carries than I was expecting because Keith Ford, he was out this week, so he had to split carries with Matt Jones. So he got a little some more opportunities because of that. But yeah, I'm still just bumming, man.
If it wasn't, like you said, we can't blame everything on the refs.
We can blame a little bit on.
God, was that a bad missed call?
Oh, it's terrible. That you're talking about the interception with the should have been an offside call. Yeah, you could tell Jordan Thomas was frustrated. Like he thought it was a free play.
Yeah,
Aaron
Rodgers said, "Oh, free play, just run,
just throw it up,
and whoever gets it."
So that should have been called back. The rest blew. That was an obvious offside.
Yeah,
because I'm sitting there watching, offside, free play. That's immediately what I was thinking. But these guys are getting paid to call that. I'm just sitting on my couch. Ridiculous. So that's tough. And I guess there was that other play too. They ended up getting it right when they sacked PJ Walker, and
he had three points of his body were down.
Yeah, he hit his elbow, hit his back, hit his head on the ground, and they're like, "Oh, he's still up.
Keep playing."
It's no, call it dead. That's just bad TV right there.
Yeah,
we had to waste time and had to correct that. I mean, they did get it right in the end, which is okay, but I wasn't too happy with the refs in this game.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm blaming it on the refs a little bit, but I guess at the end of the day, those penalties hurt us. Turnovers. There was a turnover that was a legit turnover earlier in the game.
That almost took the momentum. I mean, they weren't winning at that point, but that's when the Roughnecks went up by 2 scores, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like we're doing, it's happened the first week, it happened again this week, that the second half we look so much better. I guess we went into the half, it was 21-6 or something going into the half. The second half, I think we kind of were a very good halftime adjustment team, it seems like. Or maybe they just got nerves, a young team with nerves at the beginning. But yeah,
second half they looked decent. Their first quarter, they looked decent.
Yeah.
They never really looked out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they always were in it. I guess there was quite a gap at one point, but they came right back and made it a game. Like, it was entertaining to watch the whole time. Like, you never thought like, oh, this game's over. Like, I feel like we always had a chance to win this game. So, and it's a good team in Houston too. So if this is what we can do against
PJ Walker's a stud. I mean, you could easily see PJ Walker and Jordan in the NFL in the next, I don't know, couple of years, if not, hopefully not next year, but
yeah.
I mean, Jordan's 22. How old is PJ Walker? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are two quarterbacks. Cardell Jones for DC, he's a good quarterback. I think those three are the three studs in the league right now. I guess Landry Jones, he came back. I don't know if you saw that game.
I didn't see.
Yeah, he didn't really impress me too much. Yeah. So, what was the spread? It was like, what, 8 points? 8 point underdog. So we covered the spread.
Yeah.
So if you bet on the BattleHawks, you're doing okay.
I mean, next week we should bet on them.
Yeah, we should. Why are we still the underdogs?
We probably won't be next week.
Nah,
home
I don't think
game.
So. Yeah,
against New York,
and New York got shut out this week. So, yeah, there's no way we're gonna be the underdogs this week. I guess I listened to Jonathan Hayes. He had a press conference afterwards. And like I said earlier, I think he's just a good leader. Like he kept saying like he was like pointing out the different mistakes they made, but he kept saying like it starts at the top and it's on me. Like he takes responsibility, and I like that in leadership.
He's passionate.
Yeah, and so he's not afraid to call out mistakes and call out the refs.
He called BS on the refs too, not on the interception, but on the PJ Walker sack.
Yeah, so he's not afraid to call it out. He's not afraid to point out where the mistakes are made, but he still takes responsibility for what he's responsible for. So, yeah, I'm very impressed with Jonathan Hayes again. So if I step back a little bit, when you look at this, our first two games were road wins or road games, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, think about like when you're in the playoffs for baseball or hockey, when the first two games are on the road. Usually if you can split those two, you're kind of happy, right?
Right.
So if we kind of take a step back, we had two road games. We won one, we lost one. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't be too upset about that.
When I really take a step back, I mean, I agree with you. When we really take a step back, it's like, this is just fun. It's just fun to watch football.
Yeah.
And like good football. Because going into this, of course, we had high hopes, like the whole league. But you're watching, man, this is good. It's not, I mean, even for NFL, XFL, college, this is good football.
Yeah, these are
we have a
talented
local
guys. Team. Yeah, these guys that have talent, that there's not like a lot of drop balls or anything like that, or just like miscommunications. Like, yeah, there's some little rough edges here and there. I mean, but when you look at the league as a whole, I think the quarterback play is suffering.
Yeah, a little bit. Not really on our team.
Yeah.
Not the team. I mean, not the Houston. I think last week against Dallas, even though that was a backup, you could see the QB play wasn't really there.
Yeah.
So that might be a problem, at least right now, for the league.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about that problem.
Nope, we don't have it. That's good. Because I guess, like I said earlier, in DC with Jones and PJ Walker in Houston and Tamu here in St. Louis, like I think these three teams have good quarterbacks, and the other teams can get their act together and get some good quarterback play.
Or not. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. But that makes it fun to watch. And yeah, the XFL's got to be happy. I don't know. I'm kind of curious what the viewership numbers are going to come out later this week as far as how it did on TV. But we had a group that got together tonight to watch the game, and it seemed like people were interested and having a good time watching. They were kind of saying that they haven't really been following it like we have, but they were like impressed with the quality of play.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So I guess we said on social medias that if you make some comments, we're going to read them for you. So, Jerry, you run the Facebook. Do you got any good Facebook comments?
Yes. The Cerebral Entertainment Podcast, once again, comment. They made a comment last week, and they made a comment this week. Close losses, keep momentum. Caw.
Yeah, that kind of sums it up right there.
That sums it up. And, yeah, it's kind of what we were talking about after the game with everybody in the room. It's like, yeah, it was fun. It was I mean, losses aren't fun. Losses are not fun, but at least it was a close game. They get blown out.
I was entertained the whole time.
Yeah.
especially like that third quarter when we were coming back.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was like, 21-6, this isn't looking good. But yeah, when we scored a bunch of unanswered points. Like, we're back in this game. It was 21-18 at one point. Yeah, for sure.
Mark Bemboom. Mark Bemboom. Competitive game, a couple of close plays, and a questionable non-call going the other way, and it could have been a different game. It's true. Still overall impressed with how they played, given how much hype I have heard behind Houston.
Yeah. Can't disagree with that either.
Nope. That's it.
That's all the comments are. I got a couple comments here on the Twitters. Let's see. Heartland Newsfeed, they say, Vince McMahon interfered in that game in some fashion.
This can't happen.
Is he a big fan of Houston or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. And then right after that, someone responded to that tweet. Stuart McMillian, he says, only have 3 flags thrown in a game, shaking my head. I guess the Roughnecks only had 3 flags against them, and we had 8. I think that's what he's referring to there. All right, let's see what else we got here. Lauren Porter says, Battlehawks played a very good team. Close enough to win. We were better this week than last week. Just some bad breaks, bad plays, and missed call or 2. I think they'll recover and win at home next week.
Yeah, I do feel like the game itself this week, it was a much better game from the Battlehawks than last week. Even though last week we got the win.
Yeah. Like we played better.
Yeah. Just seemed like an overall better game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's good. I guess we're improving week to week. You can't ask for any more than that. Well, except for a win. I guess I could ask for that. Yeah. And I guess they're predicting a win next week at home. I'm expecting that as well. We're going. We'll be there.
Yeah.
I think last I heard that they actually the lower bowls all sold out at this point. I think the only thing left is the suites. So if you got money, you can go.
And they're not going to open up the upper bowl.
Nah, I don't think so.
I think they confirmed that.
Yeah.
It's something about like the partnership with all the stadiums.
Oh, really?
Like I don't know the business behind it. I mean, it makes sense if
it's in the contract.
If
somewhere.
you open up the upper bowl, you got to pay
some fee or whatever. Okay. Let's see. One more comment. Stuart Million again. He says, without all those penalties and interceptions, we win that game. We have the playmakers to Amu, Washington, Russell, Jones, etc. We are a second half team. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. The defense was better. Play calling was better. ST needs a smacking around for those blocks in the back. Not a mad fan. So he's not a mad fan. I'm not a mad fan. I'm like satisfied, but disappointed in that we got the loss.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So those are the comments from our Twitter and Facebook. Joe, you got a new segment or something you wanted to do?
Yeah, we'll read some of the highlights, just YouTube, not on our YouTube page, just YouTube highlights. Pat McAfee wasn't?
No, he wasn't.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, he wasn't on any of the broadcasts. I think he said something on his podcast during the week.
Is he not a part of it anymore?
He just didn't seem like, this isn't my deal. Like, I don't like sitting around waiting, interviewing people. It just, that's
from what I was reading between the lines, what he wasn't saying, that he's probably not getting paid that much. And there was a lot of positive feedback from him, about him. So what he wasn't saying, I feel like I should be paid more because I made this game entertaining.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
He might just be kind of using negotiation tactics there. It's like, yeah, I'll do it if you pay me more.
I thought he wasn't on. I thought he was on a broadcast. I thought I read
not this week. No,
not the St. Louis, but I thought on another game.
No, not this. He was on week 1. He was not on week 2.
Not on any games.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because they hired 2 new interviews. They hired 2 people to replace him, pretty much. You can tell in those interviews, the ESPN interviewers, they just seem like the players don't respect him the same way. I don't know if you watch the games at all. It seems like every time they're doing an interview, the players are walking away from him while they're interviewing him. Versus the Fox broadcast, they show up and they're sitting there with them and seem like they're joking. They got some rapport with each other.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, so I wasn't getting that same vibe from the ESPN interviewers versus the Fox interviewers.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, here's some just random comments from the game. This is probably just general overall. This is a league that has so much potential, fits perfectly between college and the NFL. St. Louis fans, we're just happy to have football back in our city.
Yes, we are.
The XFL is going to make it this time. Everyone's so positive about it. This game proves you don't need a ton of points to make things exciting. What a grinder.
Yeah, that's true. They seem like a lot of the games have been low scoring.
Yeah, I mean,
I was expecting like 40, 50 pointer.
well,
games.
even the Seattle Tampa Bay game, that was kind of it was a low score, but not a very
It was what, 17-9? Was that
was
score?
it that one?
Yeah, you're saying
The one in Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle versus
versus
the Vipers. 17-9.
And when I texted you, I just came down to the last. I mean, the Vipers kind of seemed out of it till the end, and it was just exciting.
Yeah, it's within one score. I guess, let's see. I mean, I got the scores here from all weekend. I guess, though, there was a blowout. DC blew out New York 27-0. So that's kind of the first big blowout. Well, I guess there's been other, but like that's like a nothing.
Tampa Bay
burger.
didn't score the first week.
No, didn't they get 3 or something?
Or they didn't score a touchdown.
Yeah. So, but the other 17-9 was the Dragons over the Vipers. So that's a one-score game. Then you had the Renegades beat LA 25-18. So that's another one-score game. And then 28-24, only a 4-point game, the one that we lost. So these were close games that are fun to watch up until the end. So they got to be happy with that. If you only got 3 out of the 4 games are really close, I mean, that's good for the league.
Yeah.
Got any more comments?
I mean, I got a lot, but I mean, I'll
Okay, well, we'll cut it off there.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess the plan is we'll try to get another episode out later this week.
One of us will.
One of us will. We'll have at least some content for you before next week because I guess we'll have a home game coming up.
And leave us some feedback, like, because we're still new at the game, not analysis, but like reactions and previews and whatnot. But it seems like, getting more content out, the better.
Yeah. Yeah. And let us know what you think. You have any suggestions? Have any critical things to say about it? We'll want to hear it. Might not read the critical stuff. I might cry a little bit on the inside. No, that's okay.
Just make you want to do.
Or if
better.
you just want to troll us, that's always fun too.
Oh yeah,
Please,
we'll
please.
read the troll comments.
For sure.
We'll read all the comments.
Yeah.
If that'll get you to participate and then listen, or not, or just comment and not participate, that's cool too.
Yeah. Because we are the BattleFan podcast. We're all about the fans here. It's a fan perspective. So you guys are part of that community. So be a part of the show. Comment, give us your feedback for sure. So I guess until later the week, let's go BattleHawks.
Yeah, that's it. Got nothing else.
What in the hell was that all about?